So welcome back for another video. I had a comment the other day, I think it was Friday night, asking for a cab tour. So I thought I'll get it done now. And this is a DAF XG that I drive. It's a 72 plate. I've had it since it was new. It was the second truck I've had with this company. I had a Scania before that one new, and then they said they were going to swap it for a DAF XG. So I said okay, and this is it. So this is sort of the biggest cab I've ever had. I think it's the biggest cab that's on the market for Britain and Europe. You can tell the space behind the seats and everything like that, which is unheard of. This has got the safety mirror on it and wing mirrorless technology. Just turn them on. So yeah, so that's the screens that we see on these. They don't have the wing mirrors. We just have the little cameras that stick out like that. That's all that we've got that we can see. You can tell it's not the best quality that's going. So I do have a little truck ornament. I've got Mater from Cars. He's been with me for quite a few years now, and that's just my tachograph. It is a Sunday night. I've come in on Sunday just to be in the cab for the next morning. Makes my life easier. So this is just where I've got my sat nav stored, and my little pad that I've got it on. I don't have it stuck to the dashboard, just have it on a little pad. It really does work well. Does that. That's my bolt seals and my spare tachograph rolls. Yeah, I put my tachograph on, no, not my tachograph, my sat nav. It just goes on this little pad here. So it's just next to the work tablet, which we don't actually use. But you know, if they've put that on there, that table does come out quite far. As you can see, it does need a clean. I don't really pull it out much. You usually just either leave it at that or it's stored away. There is quite a bit of flat surface as well on here. You know, it is quite a large area, which is handy for on a night. We've also put a little 12-volt plug at the front there. It is handy for putting in your sat nav to charge. That's the dash cam that the company have put on. There is also if you can see that there, it's an in-cab camera that they've put in. You know, I don't mind them. I don't mind them in-cab cameras. You know, they're potentially insurance savior, really. You know, if someone accuses you of being on the phone if you've had an accident and you've not, then you know it's all happy days for you. The seat does fold up properly so you can get your things in and out easier, and then you know, you've got quite a bit of space there. It is quite a light cab. We do have the sunroofs on these, the panoramic sunroofs, but you can either have a mesh over it, or you could try and close it up, but it ain't the best at the times. Oh, come on. No, you get the gist. You know, you can have it so it's fully covered for the night. I thought that were going to stay then. That'd have been about right for me. We do have the top bunks on these rather than overhead lockers. I'll show you that in a sec when I get it down. But there's no actual mattress on that. It's just a shelf that they use for storage. And then we've got the full-size single bed. Like they say, full-size single bed. It's a bigger bed than usual. I've just got my things on there. I've just got a guitar, an empty bag that I've just organised. I just took some bottles of water and that out of, and just leave things out that I need to grab quickly. I've got the GoPro case, got the batteries, I've got my iPad, some wires for cleaning and stuff like that, my little power inverter, and then my paperwork. This is where we're going on Monday. We're going to Welland Power at Spalding for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it'll be about 5:30 starting to go get diesel on the way. We do have fridges on these. They're not the best spec truck. You know, we put some spaces at the front to keep some bigger bottles, and then we just got a fridge there. Turn that down. Actually, it's on 4. That'll all be frozen in about 10 minutes if I'd left that going. We got another Another cupboard here, just to keep I keep my drinks in them. A 5 litre bottle of water and more flavoured water and any cleaning stuff that I need on the thing. And most importantly, my kettle. Couldn't live without my kettle at the minute. This truck didn't come with 24 volt on a standard, so they've had to put that in aftermarket. I just got a little shelf and that here, just to store things you do need to grab quick, like charging cables, sunglasses. That's my little splitter box for a 12 volt under here. It's interrupted power supply, so you've got to have the engine running or the ignition on, or the key in. I think the key in the ignition on 1 to be able to use that. But you know, so when you're delivering somewhere and they want your keys, you can't have 12 volt, but they have plugged that's my 24 volt there that got put in aftermarket. That's uninterrupted, so that's always on. I'm not sure if it's picking up that buzzing. There's buzzing in here, you have to hear it, maybe grinding. That's been like that since they put in the 24 volt. I'm not 100% sure what causes that, but it doesn't stop, which is very annoying. And I've got my GoPro mount. It's attached to this screen here. That screen don't work. They've not paid for that to be set up, because DAF wanted £2,000 a truck when Turner's ordered these, and they did order a lot of them, and they're hoping they were going to get a discount, but they didn't. So yeah, I'll just quickly get my top bunk down and then show you what I've quickly got up there. So this is the mess that I've got on the top bunk at the minute. Like I say, there's not an actual mattress on here. They finally realised that they didn't need a top mattress in the UK, and they just made it an actual shelf. So I've just got my old bag that I take home with my washing and things like that in. I have put just a sheet over the back of these, because stuff like this black bag and that I rub on the back here, and it just causes it to mark, and you know, I don't want that when I'm passing it down. So I've just got stuff up here, like, you know, I've got a whiteboard. If you want my reg written down somewhere, I can, you know, and displayed in the front, I can have that. Some ports need that. I just got spare power inverters like this. You know, I've got my IVIS stuff up here, cleaning stuff for if I can't get a shower on a night or something like that. You know, I just got some full body wipes just to get clean, and my towel, stuff for cooking with, and my printer for doing my paperwork. The rest of it's just sort of random things. You know, I've got some headphones and a little guitar amplifier dongle thing for my guitar, so I can play that on a night and not disturb people. And just stuff like, I've got a stapler and spare wires and cables for charging phones and things like that. Now there's front lockers at the front. This has just got my clothes in and that, and a belt that's falling down which is always handy. And this is, yeah, another mess in here. It's just my pots and pans and tinned food and that. I've just put a bag over the top with just some old rags and that in, just to stop that from rattling and clanging all stuff and that. So we do have quite good lighting in this cab as well, actually. You know, they are LED lights inside. These could be better. You can't quite fit bottles in, because you're going to show up well. Let's say there's a ridge there and you can't quite fit your bottles in, but you know, oh well, can you do? We've got the curtains. They do cover that mirror, that window at the bottom. Yeah, they do come long, you know, so they do stop the people viewing in and keep the light out on a night. So yeah, that's just a quick tour for this truck. You know, it's no mega truck from like what they'll have in the US, hopefully when I move out there soon. But you know, it's big enough for me, it's comfortable enough. I wish it could run air conditioning on a night, but you know, it wasn't really needed on this truck, I guess, when they bought them, because you know, it's UK. It's not renowned for being in the warmest and sunniest country all the time. As you can tell, it's a bit overcast today. This is our depot here where we park. But yeah, I will end this video here. It's just going to be a short video, this, to show things and that, and I'll show more of over time, little bits and that. Until next time, I'll see you later on.